is hard until you see Fetty hop out with the two. Oh, me and my wordies, we lit. Ayy, see and be fucking your bitch. Ayy, right from my bros, I can't fuck with.
And the secret to a perfectly happy marriage.
They hardly argue, there's no jealousy, and there's always stuff to talk about. And things in the bedroom couldn't be better.
Good for them. But the only small difference is there's 4 of them instead of 2.
Yes, yesterday we sat down with Mosiah Andrews and his 3 wives, Desiree, Stephanie and Rosa, to find out exactly how their relationship works for them.
Stephanie and Mosiah, we want to come to you guys first because initially you two were in a couple together. No one else, is that right?
Yes. Correct.
So you two were in a couple together. Everything's going all right. You're having a lovely time, like most couples do. Please explain to me, where have the other lovely 2 ladies come from?
Well, our relationship actually ended in 2018, and he had got with Rose. And throughout the whole relationship, I was still trying to rekindle my relationship with him as I was pregnant, and I was not letting him go. So I took full advantage of, still trying to be there and still trying to get back with him. And when he broke up with Rose, we all got together and we're like, hey, I want to be with you. She wants to be with you. I like girls. As long as that's what makes you happy, we're happy.
Stephanie, in a way, I kind of take my hat off to you, and I'm not sure if this says more about me, but if I'm just trying to, put it into circumstances that I can relate to. So when I related to my husband, I think if we'd split up and then I was pregnant with his child and then he'd met somebody else, I think, and like I said, this probably says more about me than it does you, but I would feel probably very jealous and probably very uncomfortable and envious of their new relationship. Are there times that you would feel, I suppose, jealous too, or it just sort of always made sense that you would be in this relationship together?
Don't get me wrong. Throughout the whole course that I was pregnant and seeing that he was with another woman, I did feel jealous. I did have those exact feelings that you had, I was like, that's the girl who took my man. I want my man back. That's how I felt in the beginning. But when I realized, she makes him happy in other areas that I wasn't really making him happy as far as like communication and expressing my feelings at the time, I realized that why would I be jealous of a person like that or feel any type of way when she can help me be a better person, which that's what's been happening throughout the course of 5 years being into a poly relationship.
Right, and the dynamics are different. You got to make sure you understand the reason you would feel that way is because you're monogamous. You wasn't taught or learned what poly is yet. And a lot of things is withheld within poly that a lot of people don't talk about in monogamous relationship. Poly is nurturing, poly is caring, poly is teamwork. Even when you go through your own strands, if you were pregnant and say your husband couldn't be there or was at work, it's great to have another comforting lady or woman or sister wife with you to help you and to go through these things that you may go through that man may not be able to go through with you.
There's no judgment from our side at all. We're fully in the camp of whatever works for you, works for you.
Absolutely.
And let's talk to another one of the sister wives, Rosa. I mean, how did you feel when, obviously, the guy that you were seeing, his baby mother comes along and is like, yeah, let's just make this a thing? Was it an instant, yes, let's do this, or was there any hesitation from your part?
From my perspective, it was something that I understood how other women can go ahead and please the man that I'm in love with and that I don't offer certain qualities, so I can understand as a man, like, what really makes you happy, and then seeing that vision coming together made me just as equally as happy because I learned so many things through Steph and through the children and through the lifestyle that I never had in my life. So it was something to me that was life-changing since the moment that I started understanding the vision.
And then fast forward to 2023, and Desiree, you joined the collection. Now, Desiree, I want to ask you this. Man to woman or girl to girl, to be perfectly honest, because I am one of the girls. I know how hard it is when you start dating someone. How do you do that with 3 people?
Actually, it wasn't as hard as you would think, for me at least. I'm kind of used to getting to know more than one person at one time. It's like the challenge is exciting for me. So being in a poly relationship it's kind of everything that I ever wanted, for real. Like, I've said it like times before. It's like I manifested this. So, yeah, it came pretty easy to me.
Can I ask I suppose, quite a practical question? How does it work in terms of like living together and rooms? And I know there's a lot of you. I kind of calculated between you as a family and I suppose as a collective, there's like 11 children. I know, Stephanie, congrats, you're pregnant again, the 12th on the way. I just, from just like a functional, practical point of view, do you have to split your time quite wisely, I suppose, Messiah?
No, we all, like, far as, we all in one household. So it's not like polygamy. This is polyamorous. So what ends up happening is that my wives are also bisexual. So we all under one roof is more of a collective of building and financial stability. It helps everyone in the household. Everyone, you don't have to worry about a babysitter. You don't have to worry about who's going to do this or do that. Things are always clean. We have multiple houses, condos, property. So we just continue to just go ahead and thrive with each other in the household.
What would you say to anyone out there that judges this situation? Because I suppose in society it's not the norm, is it, to have three lovely ladies on your arm under the same roof? What would your message be to people that are maybe not understanding polyamory and not understanding whether they would even like it themselves?
Well, my message to a lot of people that may not understand the unit or the dynamic of poly, I would say to do your research, educate yourself, understand there's multiple ways of relationships in this world. And you don't have to be just stuck to one or whatever that was passed down from a generation that really didn't have access to the things that we do now. Basically, the religion or whatever that you are in now isn't your own. You was actually passed down from grandfather, great-grandfather to grandmother, on down to mom, all the way down to yourself. So if you really sit back and think about it, you was inherited a religion. Mm-hmm. You always can go out there and be your own self to understand that there's more than just that. Because the lack of education that we had prior to what we have now is beyond different. And it's way better now. So always go and do your research, understand that if monogamous is not working for you and you understand that you are still dealing with multiple partners at a time, you're just not with them all together, then understand that may not just be something that you need to do. Check into something else that can really help you and create a better situation for your living.
That's what it's all about. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And there we go. There we go.